Computer. There we go. I'm recording our Zoom as of now.
Yeah, I see that. It says recording. I mean, I could probably hit record, but I don't know how it would.
That's
I
why I
know
was
there's a
trying to
way.
do the whole share on all platforms so we could kind of like have a side by side of both their faces. But
Yeah.
you said you don't have that option, so kind of puts a wrench in that.
Yeah, no, because it's on my phone. I mean, that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm going to spend a couple extra bucks. I'm going to buy me a couple things I want on Geek. I'm only going to pay half now and I have to pay half in a month. So basically, by the time I get the stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, I got it. Oh yeah, I got to freaking save 20 bucks next week. So that way I can pay for it.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
anywho, sorry, I'm off again.
No, you're good. So this is a special edition, a virtual edition of the Crazy Piece podcast. I'm Thomas Paxton.
I'm Tim Potter.
And so we were here to do a little bit of a special session. It's going to be a little weird because my video camera is super small, but I guess that means I can get away with having a white background with what looks to be. If you look real close, you could probably
Gibberish.
see Arian's name. He autographs whenever he draws on the walls. Takes the markers and he autographs the walls. Like we know it was him because he writes his name on it. Um, so at least we know he knows how to spell his name because he sort of has spelled it kind of correct, although it looks more like Antod or an Anton instead of an RN. But he's starting to get it. But yeah, so this is the Crazy Piece podcast, and we're gonna just sort of like be super casual this episode rather than being the way I normally try to do it, where we keep on track and everything like that. So we're just gonna pretty much talk about anything really this time.
Yeah, because this week did not work out how we were planning to. So,
Yeah,
you know what?
his wife is currently out of town with little girly friend and out of town with Sheree to go to a wake or a funeral to say goodbye to a grandfather. So that's for that. That's why we're doing
No,
this
no, no.
now.
Grandfather's wife.
Grandfather's wife. I'm sorry. So yeah, grandfather's wife. Instead of it being grandfather's wife. Someone died, and they are out there to go pay their respects.
Someone died.
Yeah.
Someone
Well, the
died.
bad part was she made a comment on the text that she sent me earlier. She's like, "Well, we're gonna stop in Boise because the Giants, because all the Sheree's families like her motherfuckers are 6 foot plus cocksuckers."
Yeah.
But it's the family gene that's not from the white man's side, but because the female who got married to the white man passed the gene on to all the kids and grandkids, everybody except for like one person in the last 2 generations is 6 foot 2 plus.
Yeah.
So Teresa's like, well, I'm not gonna ignore the Giants. I'm not gonna run home. I'm actually no, we're gonna stop in Boise because they said to stop in Boise. I'm like, whatever. Because after she started arguing about not being back tonight because she never promised Saturday, even though mom and Amber and everybody else heard her. Because she says she talked to mom, so her mom can have that argument when she gets back in town.
Yeah.
But the funny part is she doesn't want to argue with the Giants, which is all of Shrey's family. But yet, when I tell her mom's concerned because she hasn't texted her and told her where she is, like she did on the way down, on the way back already by today, his mom made that comment yesterday when she brought Robin over to babysit the kids so that way I could make a few extra bucks and try to make it to the gym. But I was hoping they'd be back so I could drag you and Nephi to the gym. I could get leg day in today because I can't do that. The program I got, I can't do that crap at home. I actually need the gym equipment because my balance is shit and you know it.
Yeah, I would have liked to do leg day instead of regular arm day because uh, I need to go to the chiropractor sometime soon because my back is out of place. My back and my
My
chest.
back's been out of place for weeks, so I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, like Amber was trying to rub my back this morning, and this is before I had the raging migraine earlier tonight. She's trying to rub my back this morning, and like she felt like this massive curvature just below the base of my neck, where like it's
Uh
clearly out
huh.
of place. And I know that that's causing some of the chest pain I've got because I got some ribs out of place. So I'm gonna need to go to the
Yeah.
chiropractor and have them straighten that out to make sure that that's pretty much all that's wrong with my body.
Well, me, I'm kind of at the place. If the girls aren't back till tomorrow night, basically, I'm gonna end up, instead of starting next week doing week 3 of my workout. Monday's gonna be leg day, which was supposed to be the end of this week. Next
Yeah.
week, which is gonna suck, because come Tuesday, me working out's gonna fucking hurt. Funny part is the girls are gonna be here, so I'm like, I'm out, bitches. I had my week with the kids. Bye. I'm just gonna disappear.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably get complaints. We never get to leave. Fuck you, it's Tuesday.
You guys were gone for
I ain't gotta be home. Bye, bitch.
Well, no, it's just like
Get
you guys
right.
were almost an entire week out of state away from kids. Fuck you.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's like you were gone for about a week, so you had just some time to
No,
have just you
because
time.
they're not coming back till Sunday night. They've literally been gone a week because they left last Sunday.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I've been at home, stuck at home all fucking week. And if she's like, no, the kids went to school, I'm like, motherfucker, Monday and Tuesday. So they went to school Wednesday and Thursday, which means 2 out of my 4 days where I get to go work out, I was stuck at home. So fuck you. I've been home all week. Because even when I wasn't at home, I still got to go to the gym and work out. But not really, because I worked out at home at night for every day of the week. But I only had Robin over here for one night. And whatever the hell they found out with her sickness.
Oh, Robin's sick.
Yeah, she's kind of half-ass sick. Because she didn't seem all that sick when she was here because she was watching the kids and playing with the kids. But I mean, I'm not really worried about it. Everybody gets sick. Everybody gets sick. Fuck it.
Yeah, I just whole COVID thing.
Dude, and you know what? Everybody's so anal retentive about that bullshit. But the funny part is, I know more people who have had the symptoms and had it and nothing's happened. And we have a new strain. Yeah, that just means more people are going to get sick.
Yeah.
It ain't going to kill us because we ain't old. I mean, I'm handicapped, but I ain't fucking old, so it ain't going to kill me, so screw it.
Yeah, I just I tend to be cautious. I mean, not so much with family members. Like I try to, air the air of caution. But if the family members clearly aren't, exhibiting all those symptoms, and if like after 7 to 14 days after the exposure to said family member has occurred and nothing's really happening, then I assume everything's fine. I'm not a doctor, but yeah.
What was it? The last time she got kicked out of work for a week, they had her tested. The doctor tested her, and she basically almost had the exact same symptoms she's got now. You ain't got COVID. You're just sick or something.
Yeah.
You just got the bullshit common cold. I mean, that's basically what she's got right now is the bullshit common cold. Shut up. You're fine.
They keep saying COVID is bullshit common cold. Just a more extreme version of it.
Well, I mean, that's like, who was it? The other day I heard somebody make a comment about how I'm tired of people saying that COVID-19's just like the common flu, just like the common cold. It is. It's times 2. What's that? That's called the Black Plague, motherfucker. Same shit. It just hurts a little more. That's also called anal. Same shit, just hurts a little more.
Amber's trying to point out that the Black Plague had skin lesions. She's like, just saying, her normal bullshit,
You know what? We ain't there yet. Fuck off. We ain't hit phase 5. We're only on phase 2. Chill. We ain't hit the 5-year mark on this bitch, so we good.
Did you hear that apparently our new president and the governors were all saying that this whole COVID thing is probably going to go on for months and months?
Oh, dude, this thing's going to go on until I get in office in freaking 8 years from now.
You're saying that
I'm going to get into office as president after we do 2 terms as governor and lieutenant governor in Utah. And then when we get in office as president, it's going to clear itself up. Half the population of the world from when it started will be dead because the older people keep getting older and a few of the young will die. So we're going to go from almost 8 billion to 4 billion. And then we'll have plenty of resources and we won't be a resource stripped world. And then everything will be better. But everybody died. I'm sorry. Have you watched the last fucking 5 plagues or decent diseases? This shit's been going on for fucking the last 2-3 millennia. Shut up. This is called rinse and repeat. Because that's what we got taught in school. Know your past so you don't repeat it. I'm sorry, diseases are a rinse and repeat. The only difference is, ooh, you came up with all these cures. We're going to fix ourselves. That's like, what is it? Plague Inc. Shuffle. Now you don't know how to kill it. That's nature. They just decided to turn into a game. Rinse and repeat. And every so often, shuffle the gene pool. That's what happens with humans. That's what happens with diseases. It's par for the course.
I just find it funny and interesting that when my kids got tested this last time, they still said the whole same bullshit of like, oh, well, minimize your exposure to people, even though they were children. Minimize your exposure to people for the next 7 to 10 days, because then you're still really open for COVID. And I'm just like, dude, really? Like, you're open for any disease any day of the week. Doesn't matter what it is.
Well, yeah. Well, and the bad part is, no offense to some of these people, because I see some of them on TikTok and other places. We need to get our kids back in school. And places like Utah, where we've actually done that. Keep your kids at home. We don't want them to make everybody else sick, even though they probably caught it at school. It's like, the fuck? Okay, we want to be sociable people, but yet being sociable is going to kill us all or make us all immune. Just shut up. Just be sociable like we always are, because that's how we're built.
Yeah.
I mean, that is our one flaw, but also our greatest thing that makes us awesome, because we're sociable. It'll kill us or it'll make us stronger. Either way, in the end, half the population died and the other half is still here to carry on because now we're stronger.
Yeah.
So the half that'll be here, we'll buy your books because we'll be famous by then.
And you'll also have your book on sale, right?
No, I'll just be an internet freaking come out of nowhere famous a-hole.
The internet mogul.
Oh, did you ever get episode 4 put onto my flash drive so I can come pick it up tomorrow or whatnot?
I actually did.
Okay, cool.
I got part 1 on there. I'm gonna need to do part 2 tonight, like before I go to bed. I'm gonna get part 2 encoded because I got part 2 cut together on my laptop, and I just need to move it over to the computer. And and then after I get that done, it'll be all taken care of, and both of them will be on your flash drive. You'll have both episodes.
All right.
Because it's part 1 and part 2, and they're both in
half. Freaking load to Twitch.
So Twitch doesn't even have the episode?
No. I found out through doing some research and looking up some stuff here recently that I think it was a month ago or right before our episode 4, I think, which is on there. They basically changed their stuff because we're on episode 6 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's 6. But they changed their stuff so that way you have to confirm it after recording it. I'm like, dude, I do it on my phone, not on a laptop. Okay, so I got to save $400, buy a damn laptop. But with all this streaming stuff at home, buying a laptop will be like having a second computer. So I got to, $600 in the hole to get it all set up and basically use my laptop at home like it's a computer, but at your house, like I've been talking about for weeks, as my streaming device at your house.
Yeah.
And then my phone, I just hook it up to my laptop for signal or just use your Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I might have to end up buying myself a second Wi-Fi for this place and I'm gonna build myself a streaming shack outside that's insulated, so that way I can do all my streaming and gameplay and editing and everything outside on like my second computer and my freaking laptop,
Yeah.
while keeping my regular computer in here to do whatever the hell I want to do inside the house.
I'm recording, Amber. Why?
Take a break. Go bang her head with your big dick, so that way she's happy. I can keep them occupied for half an hour.
No, she
I'll
said
talk about
something. It's
random
the fact
shit
that
like I always do.
apparently internet is even though the Zoom is working just fine.
Hey, that's fine. As long as we're recorded, that's all I care.
She's like, DeviantArt's not working.
Wanna fight?
Yeah.
I post my art. We are going to fucking fight, bitch.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're still in the episode, third CrazyP.
He's like, you're still in the episode, third CrazyP.
She's been in the background for like the last 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, she has been. What's
She's our
funny?
background noise person.
I don't know if you saw the second or third episode on my yeah, it was the second episode on my YouTube channel, but there's a part where like Nephi's talking and I put in the subtitles, like at the bottom I said third CrazyP. It's like the 5-5.
we got, let's see, we got me, you, Amber, Nephi, and Cam, because she's with Nephi 90% of the time. So we got 5 CrazyPs floating around. And then every once in a while, we just got the crazy Mexican popping in, you know, Jose.
Yep.
Because all of them were there on episode 3 or 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was episode 2, it was the New Year's episode. They were all there.
Oh, yeah.
And you could hear Jose pretty clearly, like in the background and stuff. Like the very beginning when it was like when everybody's all like Jumanji, like fucking I heard Jose. I rewinding to that part because I was trying to get the subtitles correctly now, the timing, and you clearly had Jose go, "Fuck this year, fuck 2020,"
Yeah.
and you could hear him being like, "This could suck my caca." Like he said something. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said, but you remember what he said, kind of, and like.
No, I remember him being there, and he's like, "Nah, fuck this year. 2020 sucked ass."
Yeah, essentially.
Like, all right. He's not saying Jumanji. He's just saying fuck 2020. Okay, I can live with that.
And in the subtitles it says Jumanji in caps. Like I put it all in caps and everything, all special and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, what was it? Last week, some people were throwing up on TikTok, and I think I like threw Amber's into it because I don't know your TikTok name. I don't have it saved under my friends yet, but I threw her name in the comments. I'm like, yeah, listen to this shit. Yeah, some of you fuckers didn't say Jumanji. Yeah, we're gonna do this shit again. 2020 part 2 wasn't wrong, assholes. And I just laughed at it.
Yeah. I may actually.
I had to share it.
I may actually make a TikTok and join the TikTok.
You have
bullshit.
TikTok, and I even logged in on TikTok, you know?
Apparently, she says that she logged me in on it. I don't pay attention, so I don't know
I made it here. Everything you haven't posted.
Well, this is also where me spending $40 next week comes in because I'm going to buy myself another phone, an Android phone. See if I can, because I mean, I already bought a webcam. I bought a webcam, but I mean, Connor likes playing Among Us. Nikki likes playing Among Us because they played it with Robin instead of doing the movie yesterday.
Yeah.
So the funny part is, that's what they're gonna do. Fun for Daddy with Daddy when Mommy and Sheree want to run off or whatever. We're gonna play Among Us. I'm gonna buy a secondary phone, put Among Us on it, and some of my other stuff. So either I stream on one of the phones, or like I said, save up the money, get a laptop. I'll probably do all of those. Oh, my goofy ass. But yeah, no, I I have a plan. I'm gonna be sitting there at home streaming just me and the kids playing Among Us and just goofing the fuck off.
Sounds good.
And then I'll drag you and Amber and Nephi and Cameron and Nico and whoever the hell else we want to drag in on the game, and we'll be live streaming and doing that shit on the weekends with the kids.
Yeah,
And the girls will be, because I'll be at home and be loud as shit.
yeah, actually, I've been stewing and I've been trying to come up with like an idea for like you remember that Dee and Addie little YouTube show that those two little girls do on YouTube? That Julian and Addie, that Ariane and Cass are always watching all the time, especially when Ariane's like,
you were talking about doing that with them.
Yeah, I was wanting to do something like that where like we create little episodes with the kids and like they tell stories. I mean, because they've got imaginations, like we know they do, and you know, Cass especially has a giant imagination. I mean, I've talked to customers on the phones with Verizon, and I've talked to them about, you know, how Cass will be just in his own little world. You can hear him in the background, a little world trying to, you know, play with toys and stuff. And the customers will comment on it. They'll comment on the fact that they could actually understand him kind of, and the fact that they can hear his little stories going on while, you know, we're talking on the phone about their phone service.
Oh yeah.
So it's like
kids are intelligent as hell.
I want to be able to do something like that. I don't know if they're too young yet or if they need to be a little older, but I want to try and do something like that where we, you know, do stuff.
And here's the issue I think most people would have with that. You're getting your kids into selling themselves. You're turning them into whores. Dude, everything's on the internet. We're all whores. We're trying to sell ourselves so that way we can make money. Shut up. We all want to sit on our fat asses at home and make money. And if I can teach my kid to do it young, and then by the time they're our age, they're already rich and have their own YouTube channel, shut up.
Yeah.
They just paid for their own college. They do whatever the fuck they want. Kiss my ass.
Yes.
We're pre-planning.
Pretty much. And so that's why I kind of like what I want to do with them is, and I brought this up to my brother like a year and a half ago. I brought it up to him. Yeah. I was like, hey, you know, what if I did this thing with the kids where like we had the tell little stories, like little 5-minute shorts, and like, you know, nothing too big or gargantuan. And he was kind of thinking it could be a good idea, but he was like, I don't know how it would play out and stuff like that, and everything. But I it's never left my head. And every time I watch the D and Addie thing on like the couch or something, and the kids are Jillian and Addie, whenever Amber's like correcting me, when I'm sitting on the couch and I'm like watching it with them and stuff, I watch the little episodes where like one of them is about a jester, and then another one is like about a jester cat or something, where they are talking like 3 different versions of the cat that they have, and then another one in like 3 different versions of the cat in that episode. They were trying to tell the difference between the cat and the jester, and it was pretty interesting.
Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. Talking.
Okay, but it was pretty interesting seeing how all that played out, because hold on, gotta plug in my laptop again because it fell out. Cat, do not do anything with my laptop. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so Jillian and Addie is a show where these little girls, they will be doing little episodes, and in one they had the jester and the 3 cats, and they had to tell the difference between the 3 cats and the jester. And the jester apparently was this foreign entity that was in another world, another land, and he would do little pranks on them, and so they had to tell the difference between the cats and the jester. Then another episode, the thing was Jillian. She was turning her dad's laptop, into this magical little cheat code machine that would cheat on homework and stuff. And of course, the dad was like, you know, using reasonable logic for it. And you know, the dad is an adult, and dad wasn't really thinking, you know, maybe we should, you know, take this laptop away from her to make her actually do her homework. But you know, for him, it was like, oh, you're just getting an assist to do your work and to finding shortcuts. And she's like, I'm really glad we had this conversation, Dad. And then she'd walk away and keep doing it. And then finally she felt, you know, guilty about it and decided not to do it anymore. So that was that episode. So that, you know, the Jillian and Addie show is like these girls doing different little episodes that are like, you know, 5-10 minutes a piece, that are
just them, doing little short story skits, and like they've got like it's
Well,
like they incorporate their life into it.
well, you could do like a 5 minute, and then for like to stretch it out, because the whole YouTube algorithm and whatnot. Because our life is ran by algorithms, because we're all on YouTube or some sort of social media nowadays.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you figure out just like some BS to extend it, like music. Because I've noticed in some of the episodes while sitting at your house, there'll be just like random music in the middle of the episode and they're just dancing, goofing off.
Yeah.
We could do that. I mean, because there's so many what the hell's the word for it? The music that's not, you used my music, I'm going to steal all of your money for this video.
Yeah.
Who didn't make any money?
Whatever. Yeah. Licensing.
Yeah.
Try to keep your video from being monetized, type of thing with YouTube.
Oh, fuck YouTube. I'm just talking about the assholes who walk through and, oh, that's my music. I'm going to be a dick and steal your cash.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I didn't make any money off it, but now that you're being a dick, it's going to make $1 million. Well, at least everybody will know my channel. Thanks for making me rich, you dumbass. But see, that's where my brain goes. You want to bitch and scream and yell and jump and make a big whoop wall about me? Thanks for the free media. This is like being in freaking Hollywood. I just got to be a dick so everybody don't notice me. Oh, wait, that's me. Ha ha. Wait, this is you normally? How do you think I became famous? I decided just to be a dick to everybody. I just decided to record it now. Ha ha.
That's kind of that. See, what's funny is recently I've this last week was kind of like the last couple weeks where it was like you try to do stuff throughout the week and then you get a million different things come up. Like for instance,
Right?
for instance, Amber thought that she was pregnant, and so that was a thing. And then
Yeah.
we were dealing with that whole thing, and where she thought that she was having a miscarriage, and then she thought she was pregnant, and then we went to the doctor. Doctor found out it was just a really late period, and stuff like that. So we had that going on, and
Fine,
then,
shut up.
so yeah, there's some other stuff going on. So I've been kind of behind on my YouTubing recently because I haven't been able to upload much of anything aside from like the one episode that I did get at the Crazy Peas. So
Well,
now
yeah.
what tomorrow is going to be, Sunday tomorrow is going to be doing whatever we need to do throughout the day, but also getting part 2 uploaded, the Soul review that I already cut together uploaded, and then some other stuff. But yeah, I'm trying to catch up on stuff that I'm behind on. January, I was supposed to get a minimum of 20 videos uploaded, and I think I'm going to get like half that.
Well, I've also been looking up some stuff because I know on the OBS I can't edit the videos,
Yeah.
but I recorded the Phasmophobia and I'm like, I gotta edit that. So I've been looking into how to download and work OBS videos or just work the videos into DaVinci.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a free application that's actually halfway decent. So I saved a couple videos in my watch later stuff on my YouTube, so that way I can watch it. I can get into the thing and be like, okay, this is how you edit. Okay, this is how you work it with OBS. Because I'm sorry, before I get a laptop or anything else to like do all this stuff for like my streaming and editing rig, basically
Yeah.
laptop or secondary computer, because I mean it costs almost the exact same to get either or. So I just haven't decided which one I'm going to do yet. But either way, I'm going to end up doing that. And then, yeah, no. That's what I'm going to be spending my whole week doing, is doing that and making the few extra bucks I can on DoorDash.
Yeah.
And all that extra money will end up going into my editing stuff. And then when when I or we start making money doing that, we got to do that. And because the girls left town this week, I didn't get to come over freaking Tuesday night and us work on freaking doing our Kickstarter. So we will have to do that tomorrow before we stream.
Yeah.
I'm thinking just to log on to my Twitch, possibly bring over my mini monitor and its HDMI cord to hook it up as a secondary monitor on Amber's computer,
Yeah.
or hook it up as a secondary monitor on your laptop, and we'll record on Amber's computer like we usually do, or we'll stream on Amber's computer or on your laptop. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm going to be taking the Kickstarter thing. I'm going to put it in all the different episodes that we've done so far. Put it in the product description, the
Yeah.
like, the little edit, the thing, and then I'm going to
Well,
put it
because
in
we
the
want to.
so that if anybody runs into previous episodes and they start watching them and they go into the actual description, they'll end up seeing the Kickstarter thing, and that way they can just click on it.
Oh yeah.
Then I'll put
'Cause
like
I
a
want to
extra thing in the video.
edit it. I want to edit and throw it in, like figure out how to do the outro for my videos on YouTube,
Yeah,
and basically just put, hey, and in the description, don't forget to go to the Kickstarter because we're starting a recording studio. And I'll put the name that we came, or that you have, that you've come up with for the books and whatnot. Because, I mean, that's recording studio too. It's a publisher because you're publishing music, you're recording videos. I mean, we'll just get it all done. Amber will end up working, or we'll hire Nephi or Cam or whomever we want to help with editing the videos, and we'll goof off and do music like we were talking about a couple weeks ago.
yeah. Yeah, I know that. I know Nephi will definitely be into the music thing.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I don't know
plus,
how he'll be into it, but I know that he'll find an interest in it. He'll probably end up
we'll,
wanting to do something.
we'll have to figure out how to do the whole music thing, and then use that and throw that in as like the intro to my music or my videos and your videos and the outros.
Yeah,
I mean, if we end up writing 10 songs in a month, hey, look, there's intros, there's outros, and hey, Nephi, here's your crap for your YouTube videos too. And then we just start editing and running through it.
yeah.
We'll just have to do mine slightly different than yours. Mine will be more raw because I'm shitty at editing, and I know I am.
Yeah,
You're the perfectionist. I'm the
yeah. I am
the
beyond
people will laugh at
perfectionist.
that. I'll just throw it in there for the fun of it.
Yeah, 'cause what's funny is I was actually talking to JB today when I was in the we were watching Psycho Gorman, which by the way is a
Of
fun flick.
course.
But we were watching Psycho Gorman, and PG is what I think it's called. It's Psycho Gorman. It's on Amazon. But like we were talking to him. I was talking to him, and he was telling me how he was watching like on his little updates. He's got little notifications for every time an episode drops, and he was telling me that he was watching some of it and everything, and he was like noticing all the little stuff I've been doing to it, and said that it's really cool I'm doing that. But he didn't seem like he cares that much about the tags, like the name tags. Where like I put in like Tim Potter, and then I put in like Thomas Paxton, aka TP Wolfric, that sort of thing. He doesn't seem like he cares that much about that. But it was funny because he was telling me, he's like, you're a massive perfectionist, aren't you? Like, and I'm like, yeah, kind of. And he's like, I can tell because even with CrazyP's podcast, you labor over that shit. And I'm just like, yeah, I do.
Surprised you didn't go look at my channel. Of course, I don't even know if he knows where the hell to find my channel, but I mean, we've mentioned it a couple times here and there in the things.
I don't think he's seen it. I pointed it out to him a couple times. But I don't think he's seen it yet. I basically was just like, yeah, his channel is more like
raw and uncut.
Uncut. You can actually tell it's a green screen, that sort of thing. And he was like, oh, okay. I didn't know you guys were doing the both at the same time. I'm like, yeah, we are. And he's like, so that's why you're doing the Adobe Premiere Pro and trying to cut it together. He's like, you could do that with the OBS, with the overlays. And I'm like, yeah, but I can't like add in all the extra stuff that I'm trying to add to it. And he's like, well, you can. And I'm like, you can? Because I haven't seen it yet. And he's just like,
see, I don't know how to run OBS with that. I know OBS, you can use it to stream or record, and that's about all I know. Because I've looked at it and trying to figure it out. It just, no, I'm sorry. It gives me a fucking headache. I'd rather go with something that's simple, like the Adobe or DaVinci or one of the, the simple programs that, no offense, somebody who, like me, who's not all that good at that stuff, could do it.
Yeah.
I mean, because if I got to have you and Amber do it, then that's okay. Then that'll be part of the, okay, when I start making money, here's your chunk.
Pretty much.
That's what I figured out. I'll do
Yep.
any editing, little bullshit stuff that I want to do from my end. But
Yeah.
I mean, if it needs real editing or we're just using your editing, then I got to pay you for your service rendered, which won't happen until we get a lot of subs and that stuff. But it's a process. We're still working on it. We're still new to the game.
Well, also consider the fact that I'm essentially the co-owner of the brand that's called CrazyP that we've created, and you're also the co-owner. We essentially are going to pay ourselves with it rather than being like, okay, services vendor, Thomas, here's your paycheck. Okay, Tim, services vendor, here's your paycheck. We're going to be like, okay, well, we both own this bitch, so we're both getting paid in dividends anyway.
Okay, let's see. We made 3 million off of my YouTube channel. We made 5 million off your YouTube channel, so I don't have to pay you for editing because you already got paid because you made more on your YouTube channel. Shut up.
So essentially,
Is that
what
what you mean?
yeah, essentially what it is. Like, it's like unless we plan on like putting it all into a lump sum pile of like 8 million or something like that, and then dividending it out to like other people, like all the small people that were involved or like the background people or whatever. Like it's pretty much going to be us just being like, okay, there you go.
Well, that's kind of what I figured. We'll just dump it together if need be,
We're
or I'll
gonna
take
do it
my
like
3.
50. We're like, it's 8. Let's say it's 5 million together, all both of them. Then we just do 2.5 cut. There you go.
Yeah.
Or like we do a little smaller, where it's like each one of us get 1.8, and then we pay everybody else.
No. It's the 1.8 to me, 1.8 to you. We throw the rest to the side for the company taxes.
Yeah.
And let's see, 12. So every 4 months, we talk to our accountant, because if we actually create a brand, the CrazyPs, and we just run with it, that's our brand, because that's our episodes. We just gotta, okay, this is our brand, this is the company name. Okay, we'll run our taxes that way. It's the CrazyPs. What do we owe on taxes? Okay, well, as the CrazyPs brand, you made this much. Here's how much you owe in taxes. Hey, look, that's how much we set aside. Here, shut up.
Yep.
Give the government their money. Oh, yeah. We still got a little extra. Here's your cut for doing the damn taxes. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Yep. Because we will end up wanting to, if we get to that point, we will end up wanting to get an accountant. Because I know that. Well, see, that's the thing is I've also done an entire course in accounting with my business school, and it is.
Oh yeah, you were talking about that.
Like I had
a week or two ago when we were just running around.
I still have my book for accounting and stuff. I just, how much of a pain in the ass it is to do accounting. Like,
yes,
there's a reason why they advise you to only take accounting for one semester if you're taking an entire thing. Like you can layer it on with 3 other classes, but chances are 90% of your attention span is going to be on accounting, because it is a giant laborious effort to do accounting.
Oh,
Like there's a reason why people spend like $300 on a tax when they go do their tax returns every year, and they spend like $300 or $400 on an accountant. And people are like, "Why'd you spend so much? And you just do it yourself." And they're just like, "Do you know what's involved?" Like it is a job.
Well, that's like me. I plan to have my father-in-law help me, but first I gotta talk to a couple people I know who do accounting, and I'll be like, "Hey, okay, here's how much I actually made in the last 2.5 months of me actually making money last year. Do I actually have to pay taxes, or am I still under the? You didn't make 15,000 or 10,000. You don't have to pay taxes." Because I know there's a bracket where, even though I didn't pay in, but because I was a independent contractor working through another company, DoorDash, I basically don't have to pay taxes because I made less than $3,000. I don't think I have to pay anything. But I gotta talk to a couple people because they're like, "No, you don't." Sweet, that $400 I put up, I'm gonna go buy my fucking laptop. I want it. Bye. I'm sorry, I would actually do that because I just dropped freaking a buttload of cash. Either I throw it on my credit card or I go buy me the crap I need so that way I can start this e-career with you and we just get this shit rolling, because now we all have equipment. And with my new backpack I brought over to your house with all my stuff in it, where I put all my cords and whatnot, it's actually got a pocket for a laptop. And I got that for Christmas. Don't know from who, but basically, hey, look, they already know I'm gonna get a laptop. Okay, cool.
What's funny is my dad actually got me a backpack as well, and it's got a laptop area for it. So
People have already pre-planned out. Nah, we see this. They're gonna be buying laptops and getting a whole bunch of equipment. They're gonna need the extra pockets.
guys, I don't even
Here's
know.
a backpack.
It's funny. I asked him, I'm like, what gave you the notion that I needed a backpack with a laptop thing? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, I didn't. He's like, I just simply got you a backpack. He found it over at the thrift store and figured you needed it. And I was like, okay. And he's like, you had a laptop, didn't you? And I'm like, no, I had a dead laptop, very dead laptop, but I did just buy one with Tim. And he's like, okay, cool. And I'm like, you're happy about the laptop thing? And he's like, well, yeah, now you can use your backpack. It's like, now you don't have
Yeah,
to.
the timing on that was perfect.
Yeah, it was impeccable. It was beyond, like, it was something that was like, it was like the universe was saying, okay, well, he's gonna have a laptop soon. He doesn't know it yet, but he's gonna have a laptop soon. So I'm gonna get him this backpack.
Well, the funny part was you tried to fight me and Amber about it for a couple weeks, and I'm like, all right, you ready to go do it? And then we sat down for a minute. All right, let's look and see which laptops they got. Hey, they got this one. It's this much. Ooh, that's cheaper than the other ones we were looking at. Yeah, let's go find it. And we did.
It's crazy because it's like, because like we're not a fortune teller. We don't know that, events are going to happen in the family. And so, we get I get this laptop, and now suddenly we're streaming on the Zoom call. And if I didn't have the laptop, we wouldn't be able to do this episode.
Exactly.
If we did, I'd have to kick
Cool
Amber,
with that because
have to kick Amber off the computer, and then she would be unhappy.
yeah, right. Well, the funny part I think is that I'm not there, but I figured we'd find a way to do it. And because you're recording on your laptop, you can still do all the stuff you do. We can put it on my flash drive, and I got a background. I mean, it's kind of crappy, but because I'm small on your screen, unless you have me bumped up large. But either way,
You're bumped at large.
okay. Well, I didn't know because I mean, on mine, I was trying to get yours with the laptop camera that you were showing compared to mine. Mine, because I turned my camera this way, it was the tall. But when I turn it this way, it's the long. But it didn't work on the screen, so I was trying to edit us both in, and then you couldn't hear me, so it's like, all right, well, fuck, shit, that's not gonna work then. And I knew it, and I'm like, okay, I can't do it with my phone then. Screw it.
And I just figured out something really awesome. I've got gallery view. Now I see both of us at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Boom.
That's what Barclays does. He somebody just told him about OBS like this last, I think it was last Saturday.
Yeah.
Somebody made a comment on the live stream on freaking on his YouTube stream, and he's been using it all week for Twitch, and he's been using it. And he used it today for his stream, and he's like, God, I love this. This is so much better than doing it through Zoom or whatever and syncing it through YouTube. This works 10 times better. I wish I'd have known about this a year ago. And I'm laughing because that's what we've been using on the computer. So that just cracks me up.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because it's like after I just learned that whole thing just now, like this will make it to where future streams are that much more seamless.
Right? I just got to figure out how to do it either on my phone or, like I said, I'll find out I ain't got to pay taxes, and then I'll take the freaking $200-300 I got and go buy me a bullshit laptop or something that I can use, and then we can do it from both ends on our laptops instead of me having to use my phone.
Yeah.
And on my laptop, I'm basically going to copy the hard drive I got on my computer onto my laptop, so that way I ain't got to worry about all my login stuff. It'll be auto saved to my laptop now.
Yep.
Just run with it. Well, because I like that. Because I mean, if I have my hard drive, then I don't have to have everything on one computer. Now I got it on my computer, my laptop, and my third computer. Why do you have a third computer? The streaming cave, the man cave. Unless you're going to build me a man shack outside. I am. I planned this year I told you I was talking about getting another car just for me.
Yep.
For
Yeah,
me and the kids. So that way Teresa can have the car and I feel so blah blah. I don't have a vehicle. No, I got you. You got yours, I got mine. I'll go get mine. Come. All right, kids, let's go have fun. And the funny part about that is I plan on getting some sort of truck or SUV. So that way, because I looked on KSL, this was like a month or two ago, and there's always people who have the come get all these wood totes out of my yard or out off my property because I got freaking 30 of them and I don't need them. Dude, I'll take the 30. I'll bring them home. What the hell are you doing? Don't worry about it. Look up the freaking city ordinance. Make sure I think it's like 3 foot away from the house and each of the gates. And I think I have enough room on the side of my house. I can make myself a man cave. And then we won't have to worry about being at your house, my house. You just come over and we'll just steal all the Wi-Fi and do it. Be in an insulated man shed and we'll stream over at my house.
Yeah, we could do a couple episodes over there, do a couple episodes over here. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we'll be able to change it up per week.
Yep.
And if I have the green screen built by the time I have the shed built, hey, look, I just moved it from inside to outside.
Yes.
And then all the questions will come from the wife, my wife and your wife. Why does he keep going to your house? Dude, I got a freaking big ass 2-story shed. 2 stories, yeah. Second story is for the music. First story is for us streaming games and just goofing off with the podcast.
Yes.
I've already got it all planned out in my head, dude.
Well, what's funny is Amber probably won't ask any questions. Amber will just want to come over.
Yeah, right? Teresa will be like, why the fuck is your family like coming and hiding out in your cave? Because it's more badass in this house. And you're hanging out with your crazy fucking sister in here. And no offense. 90% of them don't like her. She doesn't like them. So we're going to hang out in the cave.
Apparently, according to Teresa, she doesn't like YouTube very much. Like, she's not into YouTube or into any of that stuff. So it's you would think she would join up, but she's not joining up apparently.
Oh, you want to know the complaint that she gave about you and Nephi coming in and getting my computer and my small monitor and bringing it over to your house on that Friday? No, on that Saturday last week. Okay. Well, what if we were doing maintenance? I mean, Catherine was over here. She could have been doing girl stuff with us, maintenance and whatnot. But the way she was implicating it was something else that they all might be doing. I'm like, yeah, you're so fucking full of shit, bitch. And I'm like, dude, 1, it was too early. And 3, her kids were over, so I know y'all weren't doing maintenance yet. Plus, it wasn't 8 o'clock.
Maintenance being adult stuff?
Huh?
Maintenance could imply so many different things. They could have been doing their nails, or they could have been getting real.
Well, it's trimming nails, scraping off all the freaking basically extra skin off their feet, showering, plucking each other fucking bald because they're fucking females, and hair on my hooch. Oh, you poor bitch. Fuck you. I got a hairy dick. Deal with it, cunt. So I'm sorry. No, that's old school for me. It's like, shut up. You're supposed to have hair. I'm sorry. I agree with your dad. If there's not hair down there, you just want to put a diaper on it because that's bullshit. Real women have hair down there.
Could have walked in on a situation where Nephi and I both would have pulled out our cameras, filmed it, put it on Pornhub, and it would have been great.
No. Nephi's walked in on them being topless once because he just ran into the house because we literally got in the car, and because they didn't have one of the windows closed, the back window on the kitchen closed, he thought everything was cool because they usually close the windows first before they start maintenance night, doing their basically filing dead skin off their feet and plucking and whatnot.
Yeah.
But no, he walked in and shit, because he's like, I need to drop off my laptop at your house because it's under Teresa's name through the Walmart app for the warranty. So he did. He literally came in, dropped off in the kitchen. One of them, because Teresa's a freaking gotta know everything, a nosy Nessie. She walks in butt naked to see who the fuck walked in the house. Didn't have the fucking brain power to, I should throw on a robe just in case there's someone breaking into the house.
Right.
No, she just walks into the kitchen. She's like, here, I remember that I needed to give you this for the maintenance or for the freaking warranty shit. And literally ran out of the house like a scared chicken shit. So he's walked in and seen them both naked, but he's a big chicken and is like, no, I don't want to see you fuckers naked. I don't know. I'm out. Fuck off.
Well, yeah, you do that typically with family, but no, it's funny
Well,
because
but see,
if she walked
also,
out naked and some
that's,
Robert in the house, Robert would have just booked it.
yeah.
The
But
camera.
the thing is, she's like, well, what if we were? I'm like, dude, Nephi's walked in on y'all being naked before. What would he do? He'd do what he always does, run the fuck away. Come tell
Yeah.
me you got to go get it. They're butt naked doing maintenance night. Okay. And I come inside. No big, no bullshit. Yoda just came outside and said, they're doing maintenance night. Okay. I walk in. I take care of it.
We'll see what's funny.
That's why, no, thinking about that, and after Teresa made the comment to me, that's why Sheree was giving you a dirty look from hell. What the fuck are you doing here? It's supposed to be girls' night, working on maintenance and shit, and taking care of ourselves physically. And I'm like, dudes, I don't get a night like that. Go fuck yourself. What, you want a night like that? I'm like, yeah. And then you bitch because I'm gone away from the house for another night. When you complain that I make you actually be a fucking outlaw and do shit around the house because I leave. Fuck off.
Also, think of this: like that's probably the second time I've ever actually seen Sheree in person.
Yeah, right.
Like the one
Maybe
time I
third.
saw her in person was literally in your guys' living room, the Christmas night when we opened up the gift thing, and then the second
Yeah,
time
yeah,
was at
last.
Journey. So I've
Yeah,
interacted with her a
two
total of two
Christmases ago.
times. Yes, because normally every time that Sheree's ever nearby, she's always in the car or somewhere nearby, and someone points out that she's in the place, but I don't know she's in the place because I'm not around her. So that is literally the second time I've ever met
Plus,
her in
she
person.
hides because she's a chicken shit.
Yeah.
She's afraid of dick, so she runs away from it and talks shit on it. She's like all lesbians have been raped or molested by a man and decided all men are evil assholes because one guy was a fucking douche. That's like saying all women are bitches because you don't fucking like sucking dick. It's like you just gotta find the right bitch who likes dick. You
I
can't
mean,
call all women horrible and go to straight being guys and be a fag just because one chick was bad or raped you or molested. That no.
it's amazing how she's afraid of dick when she can probably throw the dick.
Well, it's the mentality of a lesbian, or it's the mentality of a gay guy. Ew, pussy. Ew, dick. It's like, see, and that's from something you've been taught, something you got, something happened in your life, or something, and they'll all say, no, that's not why. Well, have you been raped or have something traumatic of the opposite sex before you were old enough to know what the fuck sex and any of that was? Yes, and that's why you have an issue with the opposite sex. No, it's not. You're just trying to give an excuse. No, I'm giving facts. I work with facts. I'm a scientist and I go by facts only. The facts prove you hate dick because dick fucked you wrong or did something inappropriate with you. It's done.
Yeah.
For facts. Pussy did something wrong to you or molested you or something. Because, yeah, I'm sorry. It's a mental thing.
I know that Amber was pointing out to me that she has had similar things happen to her, but she's not afraid of dick, so I don't know.
But see,
Maybe
she
that's
has
true
a
for some.
mentality. I
Oh,
taught her no matter what happens to you, that shouldn't stop you from liking somebody because every man's been a dick or tried to rape you. Just like me, I've had certain things happen to me with with a family member that never turned me away from hanging out with guys and shit. It's like, all guys are disgusting. It's like, no, no, not everybody's an asshole.
yeah.
Some people are, yes. Is everybody? No.
No.
I'm not gonna be a dick because I've had bad situations with certain sexes or certain people who grew up a certain way because they were poor, they were stupid, or whatever the fuck the excuse is. I'm not gonna treat everybody like shit because a couple in the group are like shit. You have that no matter what group. You have that in the Star Wars group. You have that in the Star Trek group. You have that in the World of Warcraft. You have that in what's the other one that's like World of Warcraft? There, Ayo, you have it. You have it everywhere. Fags,
Any
lesbians, straights, pansexual, bisexual. In every group, in any group you can think of, there's always one asshole.
Yeah.
And usually I'm that asshole, and I'm okay with that. I've just accepted it over the years. I'm an asshole. I know it. I don't care.
Yeah, it's
But
funny.
keep going with what you were saying. Sorry.
I was what was I saying before this?
I don't know. I got on a tangent.
My brain went
Sorry.
into the pothole.
Well,
Apparently,
at least it didn't go in the gutter.
yeah, like no, it was cool though. I was watching PG earlier, Psycho Gorman, and it's a
Yeah.
cute little not it's not rated, like it has an NR next to it for the rating on Amazon, but it's probably just on the verge of being R without being R. It's PG-13 essentially, and there's like
Okay.
horror moments stuff in there, so it's like not really, it's like kind of like between the two, which is why I guess it was not rated. They probably cut away from a lot of the blood in the PG-13 version if it was, but basically it's about this a guy named Psycho Gorman who's this uh, alien creature, like nightmare warlord guy, who's a warrior from this other planet, and he is kind of like this demon warlord guy, and he's interacting with these kids, and like these kids are trying to you know, have their little adventures, and the girl, she has a little stone thing, like an amulet thing, that has like a source of power, and as long as she has the amulet, granted, I watched about 1 hour and 10 minutes of this movie, and it's an hour and 30 minutes, so I probably missed a fuck ton, but she has the amulet, and she has the power source of his, and like, you remember how Castiel is, the angel Castiel, and how like
Uh-huh.
very matter of fact, very straight man. Everyone else is laughing at what he's saying because they see the humor in it, but yet he misses the humor completely. That's
Oh, yeah.
imagine a demon version of Castiel, and that's kind of what this guy was.
Eh,
And basically, in the movie, they're basically going from place to place, or you know, they're going and they're being chased by one of the fellow alien warlords who are trying to get him back to their planet, or they're you know, or the girl decides that she's going to turn her friend into a brain, like a literal talking brain, giant brain, or they're on some conquest, you know, trying to do, you know, it's a normal slice of, it's like mixing slice of life with horror fantasy, and
okay.
like there's elements of like supernatural, there's elements of Transformers when they go to that alien planet, the nightmarish planet. It's
Oh,
very
okay.
Transformers like. It's very you know, very much like out of this world type stuff. And like they've got like different powers, like every time that they're trying to show a mortal what is in their head or what who they've been, or you know, the memories and stuff. Like their eyes flash red and they have like that whole type thing effect going on, and like it's very supernatural meets like Amber, what would you describe it as? Psycho Gorman?
what?
What would you describe it as? Psycho Gorman? Like supernatural meets Transformers meets something else?
Okay, no. No, 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 no.
Which anime with the crazy eyes?
So, see, Psycho Gorman is every 80 and early 90 kids nostalgia kickback to Power Rangers
Power Rangers,
and like Star Trek and
Star Trek,
Stargate and like
Stargate,
all those, like, old 90s shows.
old 90s shows.
Like
That's what she's saying, is that it's like a nostalgic kickback for 80s and 90s kids.
well, like the makeup and the costumes.
Like the
is very
makeup, the
reminiscent of
costumes and
Power
everything.
Rangers.
Like like
Oh,
for
I can hear her.
yeah, so that's probably what I'm going to describe it as, is because for me I described it as alien demon warlord person, when really they look like Power Rangers.
Yeah, no, they look like
Power Rangers
Ranger
with red
monsters.
eyes.
They all look like Power Ranger monsters.
Power Ranger monsters is essentially what they look like. And but the guy that
But you said the eyes glow red. That would be like Stargate with the Goa'uld, because their eyes always glow white whenever they're gonna talk as the bad guy.
yeah. So it's like this. Yeah, so
It
it's
knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
yeah. So what you would normally picture as being the bad guy of the story is actually one of the main protagonists, and the main protagonist is being dragged around by these two children, and the two children are a brother and a sister, and the sister has the power of the amulet, and she's also very bossy, very much like follow my rules or I'm gonna kill you type thing. And the whole time she's trying to command,
Sounds like a
people
movie
be
I've
nicer.
watched.
Yeah, she's trying to command that people be nice or apologize or whatever, or people are jerks. And it's almost like the kids are outside of the timeline or outside of the world that they're in, because the whole world, like the action sequence will be happening or something's going on camera, but the two children are able to harmlessly talk to each other and harmlessly have moments together outside of the conflict, and it's like they're not even being dragged into the conflict. And so it's like the whole movie pauses while still being going on. And like it's I liked it a lot. It was very entertaining. I actually recommend you watch it one of these days.
That makes me think of a song, "The World as We."
Yeah.
World as We Know is what is it? And I just had a brain fart. Lost my train of thought. But anywho, it reminds me of an old song talking about basically how the world that we know is falling apart or going to shit, but yet there's people just sitting there like, no, what are you talking about? The world didn't go to shit. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, it's because it's not your world. I said my world's going to shit. Fuck off. That makes me think of the kids. Everybody else and all their shit's going to crap while the kids are just like, yeah, whatever. It's not
Yeah.
affecting me. You go right ahead, kill yourself. So what the hell were we talking about?
Yep. No, it's good because it's like I actually liked Psycho Gorman a lot because it's got like that whole, it's got very, it's very campy horror. Like it's very
Okay.
much like, it's not like trying to be psychological terroristic, or it's not gonna trying to take itself too seriously. It's very campy.
Okay.
And
Okay.
like it's got this ongoing joke throughout the movie that the dad character, the two children's dad, keeps getting called lazy by the mom. And so the guy at the very end is like, I would do something about this, but I'm having real problems being lazy right now. And it's like this ongoing joke throughout the movie that he's lazy and shit like that, and he hates being called lazy. He tells the wife that he hates being called lazy, but yet at the very end they decide to play on that joke and be like, I'm having trouble, really problems doing anything about this thing right now because I'm really lazy. And so he doesn't really do anything when she asks him to, and then the mom becomes a Power Ranger monster thing. And like it's a giant campy fest. Like I really enjoyed Psycho Gorman for the most part from what I've seen.
I get what you're talking about. That kind of sounds like some bullshit I would pull. You're lazy. Fine, I won't do shit. Why don't you do anything? Because you said I don't do anything. So why should I do something when all I'm supposed to do is sit on my fat ass while you bitch and complain? Since that's all you want me to do is sit on my fat ass so you can bitch and complain.
Yep.
Okay. That just sounds like something I do.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's in like 80s, 90s campy flick that I know Tim would be into because Tim was born in the early 80s, and this movie just barely
Oh
came
yeah.
out yesterday.
Oh, I would enjoy the shit out of that.
Yes. You would
If I
definitely
get
love it.
kicked out of the house, or if Teresa and Sheree get back early enough, they'll be like, fine, you can leave since you complained that we were home yesterday. No, I just complained because you said you were going to be home on Saturday unless something happened. You didn't tell me anything happened, so even mom was worried about it because she said so last night. Bye, have fun. And then I'll just disappear, come to your house.
Yep. I'm actually planning on owning it actually. So it's like one of these days I'm probably gonna actually have us watch it, and then that way we could both do like a little review of it.
Oh, we can do that tomorrow. But we were planning on doing what was it? Birds of Prey.
Yes, we were. No, that if you want to come over and watch Birds of Prey, we can do that too.
Yeah, we'll probably do both tomorrow. It depends on how early they get here. But I mean, I have Amazon, so I could probably find the PG.
Yeah, you'll probably find the PG and you'll probably watch that yourself, and that'll be fine.
The only one I can't do is the one that's on HBO. So
Yeah, as long as I give you my login and stuff, you can probably watch it on your side of things.
no, because if I did that, then they'd be like, "Who'd you get that login from? Why are you watching? I get blah, 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 blah. You're wasting your money." Shut the fuck up, asshole! I got told I could. I'll be right back though. I gotta answer the call of nature.
Nice. You're like,
Ugh, keep them entertained.
the internet. I have friends on the internet.
Yeah, so I know that we've been talking about a lot of random stuff, which is what I told you guys we would be talking about. Yeah, Tim will be back shortly, momentarily. In the meantime, I'm going to talk about guys about some things that are in the pipeline. Right now, I've still got Soul that I'm going to be editing together. We're putting together I'm putting together episode 4 part 2 of this podcast. And then I'm also going to be doing a review on Psycho Gorman, obviously, probably by myself. I'm going to be doing as well as one with him, and then I want to do it with Amber, and then I wanted to actually do it again with JB sometime soon in the future. But I'm also going to be working on a writing project actually. While I'm writing book 2 and then book 3, when we try and write those two books back to back at some point, I'm going to be working on a spin-off story with my one buddy Alan, who you would know on Twitch as Howlett Fang. And in the story, it's funny, in the story, it's going to be introducing these adventures of Howlett Fang, who's an anthropomorphic mercenary dude who's gets sent into the future by your very my very own Orion. Orion Hurst sends him hurtling into the future. I won't tell you exactly why, because that'd be a plot spoiler, but he gets sent into the future, and Howlett Fang has to navigate this futuristic world of Serenity, in which the angels and demons, which are two government packs, not the actual angels and demons, like not like guys with wings or with like devil horns or anything like that, like actual, like they're two governmental factions that are on Serenity called the Angels and Demons, and they are currently
Republicans versus the Democrats.
They're currently being controlled by an overlord, and Howlett has to get through this new world that he's been sent hurling into, and he has to deal with the fact that his daughter turns out to be a double agent working with the warlord. Yes, it's technically a plot spoiler, but it's part of the plot, where she ends up going on this thing, and Howlett and his daughter have to go on this adventure together. So it's technically a father-daughter adventure. We're planning on having her be, doing that. We're working on the drafting process right now, but we're gonna be working on how that ends up happening in the beginning. So it's a first act type thing. So I won't go further into the story more than that, but know that it's going to be a 3-part spin-off series in which Peter and Orion and Virima and a couple of my characters go off into this other world called Serenity. But that's going to be a story that's in the pipeline. So I've got a couple projects that are in the pipeline. I know Tim's going to be working on some stuff, like he's talking about getting his laptop, but that's some stuff that we're going to be working on in the future. I had to tell them about that stuff while you were gone.
That's fine. I all my plans right now are just I need to get some physical things, and then it's the whole okay, well let's figure out this whole, politics thing.
Yeah.
Because right now that's kind of where my mind is, because writing stories was like when I was younger, and I've finally gotten to the age, I mean, like shit, dude, I'm 39 now. So I've kind of like, fuck it. I'm just going to run for freaking office because screw it. And I needed somebody I could run with office. And your family's all like, no, that sounds awesome. You have weird fucking ideas, but we like them. So, I mean, there's been more people like, just the other day I was talking to a lady at random, just some person I ended up running into while doing something the other day, and she made a comment, and I'm like, yeah, well, she finds out I'm running for office, she'll be like, I know that asshole, I'm gonna vote for him. Because of the little BS mini conversation we had. This is the stuff that pops in my head all the time, because so many people get along with me, it's like, you're awesome. Or da-da-da-da, and they'll end up talking with me for like 20 minutes, and then it's like, okay, hey, I got another vote, they just don't even know it. They won't know it until like a year before the vote. Oh yeah, by the way, this guy's part of the ballot. Wait, I know that asshole. That's what I'm waiting for, because right now it's just got to get a computer, got to get a couple other things, so that way I can start doing the streaming and making YouTube videos with you and just be by myself playing games and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's just a process. And I'm just working out the process in my head, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing right now though, is we're working on the Kickstarter. We're working on some of the initial stuff that we're gonna be working on when it comes to that. Because the tricky part about running for government is that
You have
you
to
know,
pay an eighth.
yes, you have to pay an eighth of whatever it is to get into the road. And that's why a lot of times, only really famous people or only people with a lot of money ever end up running for governor or ever running for any office in particular at all. Or if they have someone who knew someone who knew someone, that's the only time that ever happens. For us, it's we know people, we just don't know those kind of people. And so for us, it's a if that ends up actually being our future and one of us and both of us are walking into an actual office of the governor, it'll be more of one of those things where it's like, how the fuck did these two assholes get in this office and not know anybody at all that were actually already in politics? Oh well, they
That's
just
because we're the common man. That's why we got the votes.
I actually do know one person that is in office right now, or at least is in form of political office. But he and I are kind of we do this a lot when it comes to political views. So I'm not sure like we butt heads. So I'm not sure how that would work out, but I could probably talk to Casey actually, Casey Fisher, which I know that Amber doesn't like Casey very much, but I could talk to Casey about this potential idea and see what he thinks about it.
Well, what exactly does he do?
He's a Republican guy who is he's a member of this yeah. But basically he's part of this caucus commission as part of Utah, and I don't remember the exact name of the group that he's part of, but he's part of that division, and he's been trying to rise up in the ranks in Utah for like the longest time, but he is often on the floor with the governor and with quite a few of the other legislators of Utah.
So we talked to him about it. Tell him we're thinking we want to run. We don't tell him exactly what we're gonna do, and then he's like, "Oh, well, if you're gonna do that, you have to do it this way. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to do this." He'll tell us like he thinks we're full of shit, and we're not gonna actually do it. But the bad part is because he thinks like that, we'll end up being the next freaking people in office. How did you do that? Because you told us how to do it. Haha, you're a dumbass.
That's the thing is the way Casey is though, he'll want to be part of it. He'll want to be part of the office. And so what we would do is if we actually did run and actually did get an office, I would actually involve him in the process and actually have him help out with the process. Because in politics, obviously, it's not about necessarily what you are morality wise. It's not even about what you are, with who you are as a person. It's about who you know, and it's about what you can accomplish. And so with that in mind, knowing that that's what it is in mind, knowing that politics is a very dirty game in the first place, we could probably involve him anyway, regardless of our viewpoints of him, and we can involve him anyway and allow him to help out with this process.
Use him like he's supposed to be used, and use him to get us in office.
I mean, yes, I hate using those type of words, but yes.
Well, but it's the thing. You always got to find your way in. If he's our way in, then we admit to him. No offense, you're just our way in. Help us get in office, and we might drag you along with us. If we don't get in office, we don't have to drag you along with us. Agreed? Okay. We get in office, we'll give him some spots so that way he's a little bit higher up like he wants to be, and then we did what we agreed to, and we're still gonna make everything better in the state. Like my goofiness keeps rambling about, and you're like, well, I think we should do it this way. Okay, well, let's see which way is the easiest way to do once we get in office. Because the hardest part is, well, how are you gonna do that? I don't know, dude. Because they don't teach you that crap in school and how to do that once you get in office. You basically have to be part of the group or get into office and then figure it out once you're there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, just put me in office. I'll figure it out once I'm there, and I'm not going to fuck everybody. It done. That's my only goal. That is my plan. I'm basic, and I know I am. But that'll probably get us into office or get me into office or whatever. And that'll either screw us or make us the best candidates possible. Because, like I said, I've been hearing this since the 80s. We need somebody in office. We need a politician who didn't start out as a politician. I'm sorry, if that's not me and you, I don't know who the fuck is.
I mean, they already had one named Donald Trump, but we know how that worked
Yeah.
out.
But see, that's because he's a dumbass and wanted to be king. I don't want to be
He's
king.
still
I
our
just want to
president
go
now.
into office and fix the shit.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, we already had one guy that was like that. So that's my main worry about this whole thing is the fact that people will say, "Oh well, we already had one guy that was like that, so why would that work next time?" And then they'll just stick with the whole nepotism process in which only people that are already famous or only people that are already celebrities will ever get in office.
Yeah, but see, there's the thing though. It's, well, he did this. Well, yeah, because he was already famous and he knew he could try to get away with it. I'm not famous. I don't want to try to get away with anything. I just want to do what I view and what I see is the best way to improve the system. Well, how do you know how to improve the system? I grew up in the 80s. I've been listening to the same people bitch about the same shit for the last freaking almost 40 years. So that's why I want to be in office, because I've listened to everybody complain about it. I'll go into office and I'll get out before I'm 60. So that way I'm not one of these assholes that people are still complaining about. These assholes been in office too long. They need to get the hell out. Well, you can't really get into office until you're at least in your mid to late 30s, in your 40s, and by the time you get into office, you can't get out because you're stuck in the office still trying to prove what people have been complaining about since you were a little kid, which is
Yeah.
kind of where I'm at. I'm going to be getting in. You're too damn old to get in office. Dude, I'm getting out of office as soon as my term's done. Shut up. I'm not going to be the asshole in office for 30 years. No, I'm going to get into office for 20 years and then I'm out. I'm literally going to try to do 20 years and then I'm out. If I can do less than that and say F it, because the younger ones are coming in, I will.
Yeah, that's the thing
Because
is
you're almost 10 years younger than me, I'll just leave it to you. Nah, shut up. He's young enough. Let him run it.
I'll probably end up finding someone else that is a light like me that can run it and hopefully not run into the ground and just bail. Because I don't want to be. That's the thing is yeah, being in office is one thing and doing it is one thing, and it'd be really awesome to be able to actually be in office and actually be able to help with legislation and things like that, and to help
And get shit done, yeah.
reform the system and stuff. But it also has a tricky road in which you could be doing a lot of stuff and then someone else will reverse everything you just did, which makes everything you did null and void. And you could be stuck in that game for like 20, 30 years of your life. And at the very end of the life, realize that you probably should have just been doing something else your entire time. So I'm probably going to end up doing the thing, probably may stay in office after you leave, may stay in office maybe 5, 10 years, see how it is, and then just bail. And then just find someone else that can help me run the ship while I'm gone. And then just pop in every so often. Pull what Obama is doing, be in office for the 2 terms and then help guide the process with the new guy. Because
Yeah,
apparently
right?
people are trying to say that he's running the office and not Biden. And I'm like, okay, so what you're saying is he was smart. He, instead of officially running for president for a 3rd term or trying to find a way to piss everybody else by creating a 3rd term for himself, instead what he's doing is he's helping Biden run things from the sidelines. That makes sense.
Well, that's like, no, we're going to put you in at this office, Obama. Why? Because you didn't try to fuck everybody. Cool. So
Yeah.
which means I still get money, right? Yeah, no, here's your damn income. Sweet. I'm not completely broke and I'm not a fucking asshole trying to screw everybody. I like this.
Well, if you
Sounds
notice,
like
a
me.
lot of the
You're
stuff
in office without actually being in office because technically you didn't get voted in. I'm just giving you a job as president. Cool.
no, well, what Biden's doing, what I've noticed just from the 2 days he's been in office, is that he's gone and he's reversed some of the policies that Donald has put in place, but he's carrying on the same road that Obama helped start. And so he's basically going to be taking and trying to repave the road with his own approach. And that is actually a smart way of doing things because then you're not just having the same system going back and forth with 2 different extremes and then sticking yourself in a road of damnation.
Right? No, I completely agree with that but see, because you see politics that way, that's why I'm like, okay, you're the perfect running mate. I just need to drag you along with me, and you could be like, well, we don't need to do it like that. This is how we should actually be doing it. Thank you. I didn't see that. Let's do it.
Next, it's not really about power. It's about trying to create a better system that people can live inside of. Because
Right.
If it's about power grabs and it's about power, then you're literally just dragging everybody through the mud just for your own misguided, very delusional way of thinking in what you would see as a perfect world. And so, like, for me,
That
it's
sounds
about,
like Donald Trump.
yeah, for me, it's like about but trying to live inside the world you're already in and trying to make it better so that everyone else can live in a better world. And that way you're not just trying to grab power. Because, yeah, everyone's going to accuse you of grabbing power no matter what you do. But if
Exactly.
you are just simply trying to make it better for everybody else, then you can at least live with yourself. You can at least, uh,
Not feel
live with
like a
yourself
complete
and take care
asshole.
of it. Yes, you can at least live with yourself and you can at least deal with it as it is and sleep at night and
Exactly.
not be like, this is how many people I fucked over. Be like, this is how many
No,
people
no, no. When you come out of office, it's shit. Are all those women that tried to bang me while I was doing my freaking campaign gonna go fucking bitch until the goddamn papers?
Yeah.
Because you got those people. Because I'm sorry, even as a politician, you got freaking groupies.
Yeah, I mean that's a thing, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got groupies. It's like, no, I'm only groupie for freaking guitars. Dude, that guy running for office plays a guitar. I'm gonna go suck his dick. It's like, we got hoes for everything, apparently. Okay. But I mean, it's the truth. You got them everywhere, and every woman's got their little thing that they like. So either they're a groupie for rock stars, for this, for you got one for every group.
Yeah. It's funny because I'm sitting here thinking about all these things and I'm realizing that while we've talked about things that you wouldn't want to do in office, we haven't necessarily talked about like what our attitudes are outside of that. And I know that
Okay.
my kid is going to be 6 years old next month. And if let's say in 2 or 3 years we do get in office, depending on how long that road is,
Yeah. We'll
Arian
see.
will be 8 or 9 years old by then. So
Yeah.
what type of dad do I want to be at that point? Do I want to be a dad that's obsessed with becoming an office, or do I want to become a dad that is, uh, taking care of his kids, taking care of his media stuff, taking care of his book stuff, and just
Well, that's
happens to
why
be in
I
office?
figured us doing the whole, like YouTube and Twitch and streaming and whatnot and podcasting, like we're having fun doing right now.
Yeah,
I figured if we just do that, and every once in a while, it's like, oh yeah, don't forget we're trying to do this too. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, they said they're running for office. I'll have to remember to vote for them. Because if we don't bring it up all the time, even though I bring it up a lot, it's.
it's
But
just
I mean, if I bring it all up for like this year, the year that followed the year of shit, that's
yeah,
supposed to be getting slightly better. Maybe by the time we're done with all the bullshit of this year too, and we actually get to the good year, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, I remember that asshole. He was talking about that during this year of shit part 2."
yes,
I won't be forgotten because my name will already be out there, and they'll be like, "God, he wouldn't shut the hell up about that." Hey, is he on the ballot? I don't know. We'll find out in the year. Cool. And then they'll find out, and then it'll be like, okay, yeah, no, I remember him. He might be an asshole, but at least he's not a complete douchebag like the rest of the politicians. We'll just vote him in.
yeah. Amber,
Mondo.
can you get me a Mountain Dew? Like I can. I mean, I could totally have Tim talk to the audience for a couple minutes while I go down and get myself one. I just figured I'd ask.
I'm like trying not to overfill my tampon.
Okay, I will go and I will be right back. So it's my turn. So go ahead and entertain the crowd.
All right, cool. I just found a channel today on YouTube. Give me a sec. Let me back out of this. What I got in the background for noise, and I can tell you the channel because it's on my watch list. eighthmandvd.com. It's doing all the old Cartoon Network and whatnot stuff that I used to watch as a kid that my kids haven't gotten a chance to grow up with yet. I'm like, ooh, that'll be awesome. They'll love that. They love Looney Tunes. And they actually have liked the Looney Tunes. They've enjoyed it so much for the little bit I had it on earlier today that they were actually like, ooh, this is what you watched when you were a kid? Yeah. Oh. It was awesome. I was actually having fun with it. So, yeah. I found that today at random, looking up old Bugs Bunny cartoons and stuff like that. It was just old Looney Tunes that I grew up with, which is why I'm crazy, completely nuts, and I'm okay with that because it is what it is. Ugh. Wish I had a drink here though, but I ain't got nobody to watch the kids, or I'd go get me it, or I'd already gone and got myself a drink. Oh. But anywho, next week will be fun if I get everything set up the way I want to here this next week with the DaVinci video editing program or whatnot, because I don't know how to do it on OBS. I'm looking up some videos and whatnot. I might be able to figure out how to do it on OBS. I'm going to be putting together my YouTube videos for us playing Phasmophobia last Saturday, trying to stream that. Although I don't think that streamed real well because it didn't keep to my Twitch, which is also the other reason why I need to buy a camera jiggle. But if I can get all that set up, I can put some videos out on YouTube, which will be the same channel name I decided as my freaking Twitch. It's all Carnage6778. I'm gonna try to keep it all the same, so that way it's easy to find me on all social medias except for Facebook. That's the only place I'm not putting this name out there. But like we've talked about, the Crazy Peas, I'm Tim Potter, and yeah. Those of you who know me, who have already told I'm running for government, or who find me out of some randomness, hi. What's the name? Well, all I can think of right now, because I'm having a brain fart, is Rose. One of the girls, I'm on her Discord. We play Among Us sometimes, and she streams it on Twitch. She's got a Twitch channel, and I can't remember her Twitch channel name, and I can't look it up because I'm on my phone. Actually, I might be able to look it up on my computer. Give me a second. You're gonna follow me. Moving camera. Oh crap, my finger's in the way. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna plug some of the people I actually like watching and whatnot, and people I like talking to on Discord and whatnot, other than my family. Love you, Judy.
Love you.
Ah, I was so loud they heard me in China. Woo! Adjust that camera. Okay, there we go. Y'all can still see my beautiful face. Or my ugly face, depending on your viewpoint. And I don't care what your viewpoint is. I'm badass and I'm attractive, and damn you, phone. I didn't see you could run away. Yeah, there we go. Okay, pull up the internet, which I think I had over here. Yep, need to move it back over to my regular screen. Thank you. Pop up so I can pause and mute you. Yeah, where's my mute? Oh, don't need to. I already have them on mute. Sweet. Show more. Where is her channel? I was just watching it the other night. Rose Beth under dash 24. Rosie Beth under dash 24. She's one of the people I like watching on here, just like Keki Films. Let's see. No, Minion 777 I like. Tato, I don't know how to say that name. Tech Banditry. Auxiliary. Jokin. Markiplier, Barnacles, Bogey, 2988, Carthu. I like a lot of people on my Twitch. Heck, I like freaking twice as many on my freaking YouTube. I watch a lot of different stuff on my YouTube. I gotta go to my subscriptions because Thomas said he put up a new video or some such. I'm so lost. I'm so lost. But that's okay. Hi, Thomas.
Hello.
I'm just talking about random people I watch and some people I play video games with, like Rosie Beth Dash 24.
Yeah.
That's her Twitch channel, and I've played Among Us with her a couple times. She plays a couple other games I don't have on my stuff, so I can't really, check it. So it's like, dang it, I can't play that one. I don't have that one on Steam yet. But which is also the reason I want to get my laptop, so that way, if I need to, I can use my crap computer for the stream or use my crap computer to play the games, and then I can just stream through the laptop. Of course, if everything works out and everybody likes my streaming through Twitch and whatnot, and we get donations and stuff for our Kickstarter, I'll actually be able to buy a decent computer to actually play the games on, so that way it doesn't sometimes while I'm busy playing the game. Oh no, it likes to do that, and that's irritating as shit. God damn it, I can't even walk around and play this game. Okay, this time, no offense, guys, y'all are just watching me stream sitting in the van on freaking Phasmophobia and telling them what the hell's happening, and if it's a level 10 and they're all gonna die in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Which sucked because I had to do that last week. I tried to stream it, but because I got like 4 or 5 people in to watch it because I launched it as I'm playing Phasmophobia. Somebody's playing, let's watch him. But because it was such a lackluster on the quality, I had people leaving. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
But I knew it because I had it on my other screen. I looked at it, I'm like, nope. Even Twitch said, nope. Sorry, that stream was shit. But I accepted. It's like, oh, well. I'm not going to let it piss me off because that's completely against my character.
Yeah.
Am I still subscribed to that guy's channel? Holy shit. Wow. Sorry, I'm just running through my YouTube right now.
Yeah.
Plus, it gives a brighter color to my face in the picture behind me, so it works. Because I was also kind of looking for your channel, because I'm just scrolling through everything I got on here. Plus, naming everybody I watch on Twitch kind of tells everybody kind of the way I talk and whatnot. So if I put so when you're done editing it or give me the raw cut edition like I like, I can just put it on here and they'll know what type of people I track around with, what the content I like is, and how I talk out of my ass. But to each their own.
No, you're good. I'm also talking to my one buddy from Sweden. We were supposed to do a review at some point tonight with Silent Voice, but I haven't able to see the movie at all because all day today I had a raging freaking migraine, which I earlier, and so I'm literally learning all this stuff about like streaming, over the internet, by the flight of my pants. So, like, I would have literally been literally just sitting there for an hour trying to learn how to do the review with Janos rather than doing the review with Janos for the first hour anyway. And so, it's honestly good that we do this tonight because then I can actually learn that, and that way it's not that hard.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm also just trying to figure out if I can. Oh, what? Oh, I'm gonna have to re-download freaking episode 3 onto my freaking YouTube. Oh no, that's right. That one was the one it failed. So just delete it. I thought it already did that. You freaking YouTube being YouTube. Well, no, because I thought it already done that. And I will have to do that one next time. Okay, I can do it on my computer. I would just have to figure out how to do it through OBS. But it's a little bit after 3 in the morning. So I'm going to have to head off because I need to get some sleep because I got church in the morning at 9 a.m.
All right.
Well, that's going to suck.
Yeah, so we're gonna cap it off then tonight right now. This has been a special virtual episode of Crazy Peace podcast in which I am Thomas Paxton.
And I'm Tim Potter.
And before you go, this book is on Amazon. I didn't know how long we were gonna go after this, but I figured I'd grab the book. This is my author copy of the novel. This is actually my wife's copy, but I figured I'd grab it to do a shameless plug. So this is not me putting in some special little promotional image. This is just literally, this is what it looks like. This is literally what it looks like in print. So if you go on Amazon and you actually look at the product and everything like that, you click buy on it. This is what it looks like. It's really nice, and I made it to where everything's within the margins. This is not a publishing house, by the way. I am the house. Like, I am the guy. I'm created this thing. She did all the layout and did all she drew the cover, like the cover picture. She drew the spine. Tim has a copy himself.
Give me a minute, I'll show it.
Yeah, and so she designed the cover. She designed like everything that's on this layout, this book. She designed, and all I did was just upload it to the product page and get it printed. So this is on Amazon. I am currently in the process of drafting out book 2 and book 3. Yeah, cut off right there.
Oh, don't do that. It's the light.
There you go. You have to hold it up like that. Oh, yours is nice and glossy and pretty and stuff.
I never touch it.
Yeah.
This is the signed copy. This is the one that hides.
Yeah. Yeah. I
That's
actually.
why I have a digital copy. I read that one.
Yes.
Oh, we finally got to a spot where Nikki's like, "No, it's too scary." I'm like, "Okay, then I'm just reading it to myself."
Which part was that? Which part did you get to?
I don't know. She got scared with the way they were talking in chapter 2 about some stuff. She's like, "No, I had a nightmare. Read something else."
Oh, okay.
All right.
So, was it the last scene or was it the second to last scene?
I don't remember off the top of my head since we're like doing this on my phone. So
if it's where Virema's in a dream, then I know what's going on.
I think it's like right before that.
Okay. That's probably it. Were they in a history lesson where did they go back?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so that was
with the blood and whatnot in the history lesson. She's like, "No, it's too spooky." I'm done.
All right. No, I'm learning what kids can handle these days when it comes to this type of stuff. Some kids can
Connor can handle it. Connor's like, "Oh, I don't care." But it's like, yeah, well, Sissy says no, so well, abide by her because I got to read you both something that abides to the both of you.
Yeah, then Connor can read it himself if he wants. Or I can, or that will actually cause me to actually really be motivated to really create an audiobook, and that way he can just listen to it.
Yeah, he likes listening to books, kind of like me.
Yeah,
that's kind of his forte.
Yeah, and I like reading them because I'm an old-fashioned reader, but audiobooks are great too because then you can just lay in bed and just relax while you're listening to it. So I'll definitely work on creating an audiobook for the story. But yeah, kids or guys, that's been
guys and gals.
Yep, been Crazy Peace podcast in which we talk about a lot of random stuff, talk about government, talk about what we've been doing recently, what's in the pipeline, what we've been up to. But that has been this episode. Like I said, I'm Thomas Paxton.
I'm Tim Potter.
And that's been it. So we'll talk to you guys soon.
All right. See y'all later.
All right.